Arizona has landed a commitment from one of the top international basketball prospects making their way to college basketball this year. Probably going to botch this name, but I believe it's Sidi Gueye or Sidi Guy. I guess I don't know. 6'11", 17-year-old from Senegal. He is a forward. That's what he's listed at, not a center, but a front court guy with a 7'4" wingspan. He has made his EuroLeague debut. He's been playing the EuroLeague since last October. Big time defensive prospect. And his club in the EuroLeague is Real Madrid, obviously one of the best international basketball programs that you could possibly play for. This is a pretty big get. You never know with international prospects, obviously, but to me, this is one with some pretty big upside if he hits. At the ANGT tournament, which is where Kasparis Yakashonis sort of splashed onto the scene last year, CD averaged 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 blocks per game. So you watch the highlights, you can kind of get a sense for what he does. Definitely a big-time rim protector, just humongous length. Like this dude, you feel his wingspan. You actually see it when he's moving around on the court. So do you like this pickup for Arizona? What do you expect from him?
I love it. I'm watching his highlights as we were talking. This kid is like really good. You play for Real Madrid is like it. As far as I know, they're the best team in Europe. If you're playing on Real Madrid, that's where Luca played. I mean, I feel like you come to college, you're kind of just like you're a one and done type of guy. You know what I mean? I will say this, I think it signals something with Carter Bryant that Arizona knows that maybe we don't know. You know what I mean? Because I think this guy is very clearly a rotational piece. He didn't go to Arizona to sit on the bench and not start, given what he's done in Europe already. But he has a high motor. He's a little small. I think he's gonna have to put on a little weight, but he has a high motor, blocks shots very easily. He's a good screen setter from what I can tell. He also has a sky hook in his bag. He's 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan. Who's blocking that? And he dunks the ball with ease. So I think this is a guy that can do just about anything on the court for the position that he's playing. When these international players commit, I always wonder, like, did anybody else know that they wanted to play college basketball? Like,
Yeah, I
because
think
like
every program in the country seems to be navigating that right now, right? Like there's certain lists that I'm sure agents are leaking they're looking to come over, but sometimes I think you can just sort of build a relationship or nab a guy that nobody else realizes is available. Look, I find this player really intriguing. By the way, he's a lefty, so just for future reference, I like his shot form. Like when he shoots free throws, it actually looks pretty good for sort of being a big lanky forward like this. I think there's a little, it's hard to say for a kid that's actually playing for Real Madrid. Like, you can't be that raw to get real minutes at Real Madrid. But when you watch him, at least the highlights I've been able to find, he does feel pretty raw, just in the sense that, like, I don't know, like he moves really, really well, but when he's moving, it seems sort of frantic and all over the place. And like, I don't know, he'll kind of just use his length and his athleticism to like overcome some of these weird spots that he's moving on the court. The interesting thing for me, I feel like he is not a center. This video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. We have a special offer for you. Use promo code SLEEPERS, place a deposit, and Underdog will match your deposit as a first-time user up to $1,000 in bonus credits with a 50% deposit match. And they're giving you a free pick for the next 48 hours. And Dion, I know it has your attention.
it's Steph Curry to score 1 point in game 6, an elimination game at the crib. That's what we do. We've been beating the Rockets for a decade. Night, night.
1 point from Steph Curry, you win your free pick. Promo code SLEEPERS, make sure you don't miss out. Let's get back to the video. But because of his skill set and his length, he almost has to be a center. Like if you try to play this kid at the 4, it's going to be weird offensively because I think you want him like rim running.
Right.
But he moves so damn well and he's skinny and lanky that I don't think he's a true 5. So I don't know. He's kind of like a tweener. It's going to be interesting to see Tommy Lloyd try and figure this out because for the shot blocker that he is and his length, there's definitely a place for him. I think he's going to play real minutes at Arizona in year 1. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah, I think he has to. Like I think like 6'11", 7'4" wingspan, played for Real Madrid. He doesn't have to play college basketball. He could have stayed at Real Madrid. Low-key probably made the same amount of money, if not more. And then subsequently went to the draft next year just based off playing for Real Madrid. So I think he has to. If this guy, like if we knew who he was before committing to Arizona, he has like 50 scholarships, right? Right? Like if he played high school basketball, this is like a top 5 to 10 recruit, if not higher. And we're talking about a guy whose commitment we're following for months at a time. And that's where I was kind of like, did other teams know he wanted to play college basketball too? Because I feel like he could play on a lot of teams. Arizona's going to have to find a spot for him to play because that's the only reason he's coming over here.
Yeah, I could see that 100%. I have a comp. Any comps come to mind for you? But I have one.
I have a couple. I mean, in college basketball, it's there. If I get his name wrong, it's gonna be tough. Is it Magoo San Diego State?
Magoon Guath.
Magoo. Yeah, Magoo is the comp that comes to mind.
I don't hate that. Like all upside, really skinny, four that's not a five, but you kind of wish he would bulk up and play the five. I like that. I have again, it's from my program. This is what I always do, but he's the all-time tweener upside guy, Musa Diabate. Musa Diabate showed up, and it was like, we got to play him at the four. He's not a five. We have Hunter Dickinson. So how are you going to play him together? And I don't know. Musa, like you saw the athletic gifts all year. I think he averaged like 9 and 6 in 25 minutes a game, sort of playing in between positions, and ended up being a one and done that sort of left a little bit to be desired. But now he's playing in the NBA, probably going to be a second contract guy. I feel like that's the path for CD here.
I was gonna say Musa Diabate is a guy that got better in the NBA, and when you look at this skill set, he's also gonna get better in the NBA. Like I think he'll be good at Arizona. I think he'll be productive. I think he'll be a guy that Tommy Lloyd doesn't mind having in the rotation. But as he like develops like his body, as he develops his game, the NBA game fits way more into what he wants to do: get up and down the court, block shots, rim run, dunk the ball, play at high energy.
Yep. Yeah, I completely agree. All right. Congrats to Tommy Lloyd. Congrats to Arizona. Congrats to CD on this commitment.